It's coffee break.
Woo. We're back. Woo!
Happy Turkey Day here in North America.
It'll be later this week. I know Canada has a Thanksgiving.
It's late October.
Yeah, I was like, it happened like a long time ago though.
Well, oh, never mind. I was gonna make a joke about how long ago Thanksgiving actually was, but never mind.
Shut up.
So this is one of those weird weeks where at the end of the year you just kind of go, yeah, but it's really a half week.
Yeah, whereas like because I was like, I'm making my video because I make my video every week, and then I sat down and I was like, but should I? Like I could delay this one until next week, right?
There is a possibility that some of you might be listening after Thanksgiving because you've been so busy with your family.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who understand how much I hate Thanksgiving, you are listening to it right now.
Yeah. If you're that person who you get dragged to grandma and grandpa's and you eat that dry, shitty dry turkey with those crackers, did your grandparents? I don't know where she found this stuff. It was like this brick of the driest, grossest, like, bread squares that are small for, like, a charcuterie board or some shit.
What?
Yeah, it was, like, the worst. I don't know where she found this. I'm like, just give me normal white bread. Oh, no one wants to eat every year.
So my grandma would give us water crackers.
Oh.
Which sounds like a racial slur.
What's that thing you put in Asian food?
The water chestnut?
Yes, it sounds like it should be good like that.
So, yeah, water chestnuts are amazing.
Dope.
Also, not very appealing in sound, both of these.
No.
Took me years to even enjoy a water cracker with brie. And you know when they make that brie, what the fuck are they doing to this thing?
God, brie.
It's molded like half a thing of fresh mozzarella, but it's not. So it's almost like Orbis, yet elongated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
They don't do like the brick anymore.
They do. And then Laughing Cow. Dude, Laughing Cow.
Man.
Anyways,
I just want brie. I just want cheese.
They, like, cover the outer layer with, like, this orange, like, color. And then... How do I describe this? Shavings of a fucking almond.
Ugh.
Have you ever had this?
Nut. I don't.
You can go to
so.
any grocery store and get it. You've never had this?
Way to ruin anything by shaving almonds on that.
When you go get Thanksgiving dinner, which we don't celebrate Thanksgiving like other people.
No.
We don't do the turkey. I hate turkeys.
This discussion doesn't let you in on that information. We hate Thanksgiving.
We hate Thanksgiving. We celebrated it by ourselves.
I'm gonna deep fry chicken this year. I'm gonna try it. I want to try something. I'm gonna follow a Brutal Moose video from about 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm not deep frying?
We can deep fry together. The fun of camaraderie.
I'm drinking and watching football.
You can help with the other things, because I want to have, what are they called? Scallion potatoes? Scallop potatoes.
Scalp.
I'm just nailing it with names today.
That's okay.
Water
I've been
cashews.
struggling. You know why I'm struggling?
Why?
Because I was learning so many new Pokemon names.
Oh my God.
But hold on.
We're gonna get to it. It's too early. We're still bitching about Thanksgiving.
I know some people don't like Pokemon. People also love Pokemon like us. Mm-hmm. We're known to love Pokemon. Pokemon will show up in this podcast. Yes. It has to be talked about.
Yes. I want it to be the bulk of it, but towards the end.
Yes. So. It's gonna be an end thought. Not a thought, but what is that? An end matter? It's the end game. Duh.
Let me turn to dust.
Yeah. Snap away your feelings.
I also, bouncing back to Thanksgiving.
Green bean casserole?
That's exactly what I was going to say. My mother, bless her heart, can't cook for shit. Oh my God. Ugh, like whole chunks of Velveeta cheese. And she doesn't like Velveeta cheese. She also, will attempt to make, what is that? Cheesecake.
Hey!
Hey!
If you like this content, please subscribe.
You can leave a comment.
Like it.
We're also on Anchor.
We're on Anchor. Both of our podcasts are on Anchor. So if you're on the go and you want to listen instead of having to watch YouTube, you can find us there.
It also works on Spotify as well.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks. And she doesn't like cheesecake, so she doesn't like these things, but she's making food with them. So she doesn't know what it's supposed to taste like, because she refuses to eat it.
Last time we were with your mom, she made cheesecake. This is a real story. I was sitting there at the kitchen counter, and it was coming out of the oven, and she's like, "It's all ready." And what is a cheesecake? It's a pie.
It's a delicious, very creamy,
tart,
lactose heavy.
Yes.
And first of all, she baked this thing for like 3 hours. She overbaked the fuck out of this thing. And do you remember that? Because my aunt kept being like, "Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet?" Because she wanted some, and it's telling that she really wanted some, and then she never had a slice. I was the only one who attempted to eat this thing because I felt bad for my mother.
It was horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing has been cooking for 3 hours. And baking. Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because whatever she was doing, I swear to God the oven was off. Because
the outside was like a solid brown. You couldn't see where the graham cracker began.
But she pulls this thing out and it wiggles as if you had like a balloon full of water and you slap the side of it.
Yeah.
Am I talking about the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah. 3 hours in the oven and it's still jiggling. But not jiggling. It's making waves and the motion of the waves. It's a problem.
I cut into it to give myself the slice.
Oh.
And it was separated. The curds of whatever, like, cream cheese or whatever the fuck she used had separated, and I was just staring at it being like, oh my, how? How? You had one job. It's because she successfully made really good cheesecake once when I was in, like, middle school. And then she didn't follow the recipe ever again after that.
Nice.
But she convinced herself she really knew how to make it. She did it once, at one time, very successfully, because she followed a recipe. But then she didn't want to read the recipe again. And then she kind of forgot aspects of it.
This is the same Christmas where she wanted to argue with me, and I talk about Gordon Ramsay quite a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That she was telling me, she told everyone, the whole family, that Gordon Ramsay says it's okay to buy store-bought pie crust.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at her, and everyone's like, okay. They don't know what to say. And I go, first of all, I'm a huge fan of Gordon. Mm-hmm. I know he would never fucking say that.
No.
Then, as she's defending this nonsense, I literally pull up Gordon Ramsay's own recipe on how to make pie crust.
Gordon notorious. It's
where it never ever states. Or I've even gone back and looked after this incident.
Because you kept being like, I can't believe she said that.
I can't believe she said that. And I've watched episodes of Kitchen Nightmares, of Hell's Kitchen,
MasterChef, whatever.
Yeah, he has a
not even MasterChef Junior has he been like, yeah, you can pull out the Pillsbury.
And in fact, the whole thing about Gordon, and if you know anything about him besides him being a jackass, is you are a shit chef if you don't make it from scratch.
Also, he is notorious for being like he has it all on his YouTube channel where he's like, time to make a nice quick after school snack, and then it involves like 700 steps with like a million ingredients. And it's like, no.
Yeah, you're not gonna find that fucker in Walmart, okay? God, he's not gonna be hanging out there. Maybe at In-N-Out. Apparently that's his favorite burger joint, but I don't agree with it.
I guarantee, like, my mother's definitely the type of person to, like, see a Facebook post with a quote and then just a picture of Gordon Ramsay on it and then be like, he said that. Just absorb that kind of information.
So, green bean casserole.
Ugh. Again,
I kind of like it.
One, she used to make phenomenally. She just became lazy, is the thing. She doesn't want the oven on anymore.
So before we tell your mom's green bean casserole, I will tell my mom's green bean casserole.
Go for it.
My mom grew up also like your mom, very poverty stricken, and ingredients were hard to come by. So one of her favorite and choices is cream of mushroom. I could tell you right now, I hate cream of mushroom, but if I am starving, fine, yeah, I will eat it.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yes, but it always brings me back to those dark days. Right?
If you do it right, because typically you are supposed to use cream of mushroom.
Yeah.
But if you do it right, it doesn't taste like mushrooms, you know?
And she would bake them with cream of mushroom and put a layer of, was it French's onions? Which are like the dried out onions. Yeah. They're like onion rings, but they don't taste like onion rings because no one actually fucking likes onion rings, let's be honest.
It's true. I want to like onion rings.
I've had good onion rings. You know where you get them? Huh. At breweries and pubs where they actually hand make them.
True. Because, like, and here's like, because you bite into an onion ring.
And you have a limited time to actually eat it.
Yes, because if you take to, because this is how it always works. You bite into the onion ring, and then you pull out, and then you just slide the whole onion. Out, guys. Hell yeah. We just slide the whole onion out of, like, the pocket of bread that's left behind, and then you have to eat the breading.
But that was the top coating, green beans. I think she used canned beans. I think it's pretty common here in America to use canned beans.
It's a very can-heavy dish.
Yes, but really good. One of the highlights of my childhood, even into my adult years, I'm like, sometimes I kind of miss that one. The way your mom makes it. Ugh. She adds another ingredient to it.
She sure does.
And it is...
Velveeta cheese.
Velveeta cheese. Now...
Notoriously an unliked cheese, just in general.
For those who don't know what Velveeta cheese is, or why it's called that, I can give you a very brief history here.
Yeah.
A guy in America decided that he wants to make a cheese that would be preserved. So it's a preservative cheese. This is already a bad idea.
It was made for war. Wasn't it?
Most of our canned foods that we like to enjoy, and that's one of the reasons why we enjoy them, is because the soldiers who came back from the Great War, World War II, were eating these things, and they're like, that's the only thing I had, and it like kind of gives them like memories of home.
And then
sadly,
also
flashbacks.
And then also the Depression hit, and then it's like, well, this is our only option.
Yeah, and they're like, cool, I guess we're eating MREs.
We're eating like we did when we were on the front lines, guys. Woo!
So, he creates this cheese, but it's not exactly cheese.
It's most commonly used as like a nacho sauce, for example, because it melts like nacho sauce. It theoretically does.
You ever have those... Like, as a kid, the pretzel sticks with that cheese dip?
Yes. That is
very much like that cheese dip.
And just imagine that thrown... And for some reason, my mother's green bean casserole is always wet. Like, it's always liquidy. Yeah. Like, just like that cheesecake. You could just shimmy the plate around and you'll see everything start sloshing. And, which I assume means there's some sort of binding agent she's forgotten. Like, maybe some flour. Or she didn't cook it long enough, which is probably usually what it is.
So this guy creates this cheese, Velveeta, and why does it deserve its name? Because the cheese texture that it has is velvety.
You can describe it that way.
That's the way the test subjects that he was using, were like, it's very velvety. And he's like, we'll just call it Velveeta, and it'll be cool, and we'll sell it.
What is your favorite cheese?
My favorite cheese?
Yes.
That's a hard question. It depends what I'm eating, but definitely not fucking Velveeta.
Like, mozzarella, a universally loved cheese.
Love it.
Would you describe that as velvety?
Nope. Blue cheese.
Nah.
I know a lot of people don't like blue cheese.
I used to love it as a kid, and then I hated it, and now I'm back to loving it.
little musty, but very good.
Parmesan, similar.
I gotta up you with Parmesan. Parmesan is just trash. Parmesan is the non-Italian way of enjoying cheese. You gotta go straight for the Asiago. The Asiago, it will destroy, dismantle, rebuild.
When you get those big chunks, like that big chunk Parmesans, not the like flakes those crumbs.
No, I'll eat Parmesan.
God, I just like cheese. Man, I'm thinking of brie again.
There's a million different cheeses. Have you guys ever noticed how sharp, like absolutely sharp tasting Swiss is?
Isn't it lovely? That's why they pair it with ham, because ham is bland as hell.
It's not much going on, but Swiss is just a swift kick in the face, you know?
Let's start talking about the things on our list.
Okay, so yesterday we went to a mall.
We did. If you follow Rambo on Twitter, he tweeted about it.
Yes, I did. And I swear to God, I thought I was in hell.
It's like the back rooms. It just keeps going.
that was a big problem. We went into, JCPenney's?
I think.
Because I was like, I gotta use the bathroom. And then all of a sudden, it just didn't end.
It just would not end. I don't know how many corners they have, but it was more than 4.
But when you're in the main sector of a mall, right, there's stores all around you, and then sometimes you have the major retail outlets like Dillard's, Macy's, JCPenney's,
Sears, the ones you go to for your back to school shopping for clothes. You know?
I don't know if Sears is still around.
I don't think so. I thought they got bought out by something.
I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Nice. Sears was always the worst one anyway.
We went from end to end, and at each end was just nothing.
Yeah,
You're walking into a void of nothing.
It's very Twilight Zone.
It was terrifying.
I'm sure back when malls were good.
Why was Auntie Anne's pretzel at one of them? While in the food court was a DQ with...
There was a Jamba Juice in there.
Was there a Jamba Juice?
Yeah, that was the one that had the big line. Everyone wanted a Jamba Juice. And I was like, guys.
There was a Panda Express?
No, it was an Orange Julius. That's what it was.
That would make sense. Panda Express was just huge. They were going to try and open a Chick-fil-A, which is stupid.
Yes.
I hate Chick-fil-A.
I do too. It's not even that good.
That's the reason why I hate it. It's not because it's subpar.
Which it is.
It's extremely subpar. But also, the people who are like, this is the greatest thing ever. Cool. Fucking choke on it and die.
Try Cane's. Cane's is phenomenal. I regret us not having Cane's more back when we used to live so close to it. You know? We were right down the street. And we always opted for Wendy's.
Sorry, I'm yawning. No, Cane's is like slowly growing on me, but I also have some issues with it. The best fast food chicken joint? I don't know. I'm gonna have to say, and this is just me being radical. It's not Popeyes.
No.
It's not KFC.
God, no. KFC's is bad.
And everyone who loves fast food KFC or fast food chicken will never agree with me, but I'm going to have to say Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's chicken is really fucking good.
It's so good that... Did you ever have their chicken wings?
No.
That was a rhetorical question towards them. Why? Because they sold out within 2 hours of every location that actually had them.
They had like a naked chicken taco sandwich thing.
Naked chicken chalupas. Oh,
so good. Their chicken. Their chicken.
I'm dry humping there.
Too damn good for being a taco joint.
The taco shell is the fried chicken, and it's amazing.
I wanted to go to Raleigh's sometime because there's one nearby.
Raleigh's, Checkers.
Because it has a chicken option. And I got it once, and I remember liking it, but it's the same seasoning as their fries. So I was like, maybe I should get something other than fries to pair with it, because it kind of feels like a lot all at once. But I remember it being really good.
Yeah.
So, where? Oh yeah, malls.
The mall.
The mall. The Dead. It's like physical Amazon, but way worse.
So all I have to ask is, have you seen Santa lately? Because I did, and he was super skinny, and he had one kid.
Yeah. Poor mall Santa.
Yeah, that place was so depressing. I will never go back to that mall again.
No. It was pretty awful. A very overwhelming experience. All old people.
No, there was young kids in there.
In like the Dillards and the JCPenney, only old people.
Fuck, Dillard's brought back so many bad memories.
Yeah.
My parents used to go there to Dillard's. If you don't know what Dillard's is, it's another like it's a higher end version of JCPenney.
Yeah, it tries to be by having like wood rather than plastic.
But there was a point where we went into Dillard's and I was like, "Oh, Christmas stuff," and all of a sudden we're in the back rooms.
Yeah.
Again.
It was just like
I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
And I like could not figure out where we were.
Do you remember that point in JCPenney's where I was like, "Hey, everyone's going into this like weird inlet thing"?
Yeah.
And I was like, "I see the exit signs. Let's go towards it."
And it was like a optical center. Like
There's an optical center, a beauty center, an online store pickup, and a photo studio.
The worst one was I think it was JCPenney's, where we're going through and we were just trying to find like the bathroom, and this elderly gent is like, "Do you want a JCPenney credit card?"
No, that was Dillard's.
Membership, whatever. And we were like, "No, thank you." And he kept being like, "Oh, come on, let's take a couple minutes. Come on, just come back. Come on. It's like, no means no, dude.
We walked away like 20 feet away and he was still talking to us. And I was just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I was like, "Don't fucking talk to me."
Did you not take no as a simple...
Also,
no means no. Did we not learn this in 2018?
Also, like, we were wearing pretty schlub clothes.
I don't know. I had my flannel, my V-neck.
I looked like a schlub. I was wearing my men's jeans that are too big for me, and a shirt that you got for me from your work that was yellow and also too big for me. I did not look like I shopped at Dillard's.
Anyways, the mall sucked. I was glad to have that experience because it was just horrible.
It was fun to see.
Hey, you know what else is horrible? What Elon Musk is doing to Twitter.
What? People are already jumping. I'm seeing Hive a lot.
Hive? Okay.
I'm going to be hesitant about it for right now.
If you have personal opinions about where to jump to, because I do have a Twitter for this podcast and this channel.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure where to jump to.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for Twitter to just die, which I'm sure Elon will do very quickly.
Oh, absolutely. And everyone's being like, I bet he's going to go up and say, "I did it all on purpose. I meant to kill Twitter. It was for the memes."
So that's a sad thing to come across.
I'm hesitant with Hive. I'm just hesitant with any websites because I don't want, like, data mining or something like that. I don't like my... or whatever. Yeah. No one wants, like, a security breach to happen.
Yeah, the
moment everyone's jumping ship.
Totally understand that. Next up was the Santa Clauses.
Yeah.
Which is a new show. It's technically the 4th entry to the Santa Claus series of Disney.
Starring Tim Allen, who now...
still is Tim Allen.
Is an annoying Republican.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. A couple of things... kind of fat-phobic in the show.
And there's... if you've watched the Santa Claus trilogy, this show is the 4th version of it, right?
It feels like it.
It's a continuation.
Not in a good way.
And it was kind of interesting because he's reading his note that he gets from Santa after he kills him. Let's be honest, that's how that story goes.
He kills him, yep, for sure.
And the show itself doesn't even...
address it?
No, they do address it.
Sugarcoat it?
Yeah, they don't. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, pun. There you go.
That's that.
They don't sugarcoat it. And as he keeps going on as Santa, more clauses, like a legal clause.
That was the whole pun with the title.
But it was interesting because it was the Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and the Escape Clause, which is the subtitle to the 3rd movie. And then they found a 4th one, which is the...
the Succession Clause?
Yes, Succession Clause.
Something like that. It's all really bad.
The one thing I hate the most about that show, besides everything, is there's 2 Asian elves.
Yes.
Kids playing elves. Fine. That's always been part of this. But I just wanted to point this out because I found this very interesting. Was that one male Asian kid is playing the high-tech nerd kind of, I'm behind the computer, I can do things.
Yeah.
And then the other Asian elf, the female elf, was a doctor.
Yeah.
And I was like, really?
Little eyebrow raising, little stereotypy. Also, the one elf who's like his
psychic,
his like first attendant and whatever is a little black elf, and I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Also, at one point in time, apparently Santa goes, well, apparently it's problematic to say Merry Christmas to all now. It's like, no, it's not. It's not problematic to be inclusive.
That's actually the inciting incident of that dumb show.
It really is.
So I'm going to keep watching it, but I hate it.
I don't know. The CG alone.
Oh, the CGI is...
There's this whole...
It's so good. I have to say it's on par with every Star Wars show I watched, besides Mandalorian and House of Dragon.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I love the little CG weasel that's like their cute mascot character. And it looks like Scooby-Doo in those live-action movies, you know? As realistic as the Garfield movie. Yeah, it definitely looks like he's picking up this disgusting Cheeto cat.
So in this episode, I'm going to take you on another wave of sadness. The Green Ranger, Jason Frank Todd?
Joey Frank Todd? We should have written his name down.
I should have really... When I wrote the script, I knew exactly what his name was.
The actor who used to play the Green Ranger.
In Power Rangers. His character's name was Tommy. Yeah, Jason David Frank. My bad.
He very sadly passed away.
He passed away, sadly. There's some stuff around that, and it's really depressing.
Right after Kevin Conroy, too.
Yep. And I just wanted to say I loved him as the Green Ranger. I loved him more as the White Ranger.
Yeah.
I love that he kept up with being in the Power Rangers. Every now and then I will come back and just check out the Power Rangers and be like, wow, that's still fun. I love the Power Rangers. It hurts me a little bit that, you know.
He's gone.
Yeah, that was a choice, and now I'm just kind of sad.
So, here's to you, Green Ranger.
Okay. Box office trolls.
Box office trolls.
It comes to no surprise.
Oh, Black Panther. Number 1, who saw this one coming? You know?
So, Black Panther 2, or Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, numbers are overrated.
It made $66.4 million this last week. Came out 2 weeks ago. It's dropped 63.3%.
Yeah, like I said, everyone who was going to see it did.
Yes, and they did. And I was talking to a coworker today. This is actually kind of fun because she went off to go see it, right? And she called it, I saw that Wakanda movie.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, true fan here. And she's like, have you seen it? I mean, I won't talk about it. And I was like, no, I already read the whole plot. I understand it. And we were going over it and just how dumb it is.
I hear it's all over the place.
It's not only all over the place, it doesn't actually end. It just stops.
Damn.
Like, literally, the climax is just them going like, oh, we don't have to kill each other. We could just be friends. And it's like, fuck off.
Ugh.
Do you remember Endgame?
Yeah.
We have to kill each other.
Hell, even just like a normal good movie, like the first Thor movie, which isn't even that good. At least it's a story. Marvel's too big for itself. They don't know what they're doing. They're gonna drive this ship. I guarantee it. Black Panther's gonna be their last big one. And it's all downhill from here. People are gonna get lost, annoyed. It's not gonna be the constant praise Marvel's been getting.
I'm gonna run down this list because I think Pokemon's gonna take a lot more time than this.
Yes.
The Menu is number 2.
Cool.
Number 3, The Chosen Season 3, Episode 1 and 2.
I have no idea what that is.
Me either. Number 4, Black Adam. Number 5, Ticket to Paradise. Number 6, She Said. Number 7, Lyle Lyle Crocodile.
Wow.
Number 8, Smile.
Wow.
Number 9, Pray for the Devil. Number 10, Banshees of Inisherin.
5 weeks in? Well, at least it made it to the top 10 after 5 weeks. Well done.
That's about as much acknowledgement as I want to say towards that, because Disney has another film coming out, Strange World? Strange Worlds?
Mm-hmm. Strange World. I think it comes out this week, or it came out already?
It's they always have a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah.
Because they know that the grown-ups are like, oh shit, we got all these kids. Because now you got all these kids, right?
Uh-huh.
Kids that aren't even yours, they're like your brothers and sisters' kids. I guess you call them nephews and nieces, whatever.
And they sit there and go, I don't want to watch football. Football's boring.
Yeah, so they drag them off to this horrible movie that they never like.
Or they plonk them down in the room over and turn on the TV.
That was the old way.
Mm-hmm. It was always Pocahontas for me. Which, it was not lost on me why my grandmother always chose Pocahontas to be the Thanksgiving movie.
I'm not okay with that.
No, I was like,
I've made it very clear I'm not okay with that. Anyways, Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Frozen 2.
Yep.
Also came out Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes.
They reign dominance because there's nothing else for kids to watch and for you to do with the kids besides go to a mall and see a creepy Santa.
Yeah.
And sit on some stranger's lap.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not Santa. The real Santa will come later.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was not a pun. That was creepy. I'm sorry I said that. Anyways, Disney.
Yeah. No advertisement for Strange Worlds.
No.
To the point where I don't even know if it's Strange World or Strange Worlds.
But why?
Because they have people are claiming it's their first openly gay character, but they've had like 7 openly gay characters by this point. But they're like they're one of the main characters. And this isn't something they can cut around and edit out, you know? Like the brief blink and you miss it gay relationship in Buzz Lightyear, you know? It's like the main character being queer is one of their like key aspects of their character. Mm-hmm. And so, because you can't upset the homophobes, you want to make sure you still get the homophobes' money. They haven't been advertising it that much. So, you know, priorities. And just wait until next Pride Parade where Disney pushes their rainbow merch front and center and go, we support the gays, as they hide their gay movies behind their backs.
Wait. Because Disney has now shifted.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Because we're going to see Bob Chapek.
Yeah.
Who has now been told, piss off.
Go fuck yourself.
And they brought back Bob Iger.
Woo!
Bob Iger is the one who expanded Disney. He bought Pixar.
Mm-hmm. He did everything.
He bought
good
Marvel.
You can think about with Disney.
He bought Star Wars.
Meanwhile,
Indiana Jones.
The other Bob Chapek lost all these things.
Here's the craziest thing. Bob Iger, if I'm correct, was before he became CEO, he was a executive manager, producer, something. He was a big guy in the production of television and film.
Yes, he
Chapek.
Tons of documentaries.
Chapek was big in the entertainment business, the theme park side of it, where, you know, we've only heard just horror stories in the few short years of him being around.
Chapek's the one who sat there and went, let's have a gigantic Avatar, the blue people, Pandora. Let's have a giant section of the Disneyland dedicated to just that.
Yep.
And everyone went, that movie that is like rated R and no one liked? Yes. Because they're gonna make sequels. And it'll be easy if we already have the attractions up.
So Disney was like, the board of directors were like, no, we're done. And so they brought back Iger from retirement. And they have him on a 2-year contract.
Woo!
So 2 years of actual potential goodness.
Which I assume he's going to use that 2 years to find a suitable replacement also.
Or he just takes the whole thing.
We'll see.
I wouldn't blame him. I would Ray Kroc the fuck out of this thing.
He is old.
That's a reference to the original CEO of McDonald's.
The scumlord.
Love that guy.
Shit stain.
Awesome.
Terrible.
Well thought out.
I viscerally hate that man.
Love him.
Hate him to death.
If you're really interested in how to do business, you look at that guy.
Watch The Founder. Great movie.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Plays Ray Kroc.
Hate him. Ooh, I hate him.
Oh, he makes so many good decisions. I mean, we can go all day about The Founder. Anyways, I'm excited for the new future of Disney.
Yes. So, are we done talking about that?
No.
What else is there to talk about?
New leaks for Ant-Man 3.
Oh.
Quantumanium.
Meh. It's amazing how much I am not interested in this movie.
I don't think anyone actually is. We all know Kang is the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But toys have been leaked, and MODOK will be appearing.
Like that big-headed guy with that stop-motion cartoon voiced by...
Patton Oswalt.
Is it going to be voiced by Patton Oswalt?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But a version of MODOK will show up.
Damn, I really wanted Patton Oswalt to be MODOK in Marvel. And also be Bill the Raven in Sandman and just own everything.
I just want to spoil that for you guys.
I don't think anyone's going to care.
Well, I know a lot more about what's going to happen in MCU. I just don't know when it's going to happen. Like Iron Wars.
Yeah.
I know the villain is Doctor Doom. That's going to be weird. Whiplash will be returning, which means Mickey Rourke will be showing up again.
It's all very weird, isn't it?
It is. It is very weird.
Hard to keep track of. Oh, well.
So, upcoming shows this week and-ish, this Wednesday.
Yes.
Will be Wednesday Addams.
Yeah.
Or just simply titled Wednesday on Netflix.
I've seen the trailers. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Completely missed the point of the Addams Family. Sorry, Tim. Mr. Burton.
He's coming out of his depth. And that was it.
It's time.
It's finally time.
It's Pokemon time.
Pokemon news.
Oh my god. It's not really news. It's more just us gushing about the games that came out, Scarlet and Violet. I got Scarlet because I liked Koraidon's little goofy running animation.
And I got Violet.
Yeah.
Because I like Miraidon.
Yeah.
That's not true. I got the opposite version of her.
Yes.
So I don't have to deal with playing the same game and going, ugh.
We can't do, then we can trade and we can complete the Pokedex.
There you go. That's really what it is.
So we've been playing since it came out. How many gym badges have you earned?
Since it came out?
Yeah, by this point.
3.
3? What? Yeah. Oh yeah, because you beat that water guy.
I'm off to go get my 4th.
Wow. I got 2. I could have got a 3rd, but I ran past it because I wanted to keep exploring.
I'm going to go get that one.
How many Titans have you beaten? Because I've gotten 2 also.
3.
Wow. Fuck you. How many Team Star bosses have you got?
1.
I have also gotten 1. Team Star is tough. For looking so dumb and goofy, boss fights are tough. That is a tough car.
I got my butt kicked by Team Star Fire Lord.
Azula?
Yeah.
Malva.
And I was just like, okay, let's just hit the books, start grinding.
Mm-hmm.
So I just grinded. And as I was grinding, I was just checking out all these other regions. And I was like, okay, I think the team's ready. Came back. It was still a tough fight.
Mm-hmm. I had the typing advantage too, and I struggled.
Yeah, I did too.
Fuck.
I fought fire with fire at one point.
I did too.
And I was just like,
your
no.
fire can't do too much damage to my I don't remember Fuecoco's evolution's name. I call him Pedro. You can't hurt my Pedro. Fuck you. Vote for Pedro.
I chose the grass starter Sprayito.
You've had quite the roller coaster of emotions with it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
You also love it.
I love it because it's my starter. It's my strongest Pokemon. And it's got this cool move called like Leaf Trick or something. Or something like that. Where it kind of finesses itself in the spotlight.
What?
And then it snaps its finger, and then it just like this giant seed ball falls on them and just does massive damage.
Is it meant to be a magician?
Yes.
Okay. Neat. I was unsure.
I don't know. I'm not there with them when they decide these things.
I
just feel like... Hear me out. A crocodile, duck, bird, and cat starter. I feel like we've done this before.
I was thinking about it.
I've been itching my head and I just can't remember what. No, this got to be original, right?
Yeah, Totodile. Nothing right. Like Fuecoco. That one's water.
Calm down.
And
Incineroar?
Litten, nothing like Sprigatito. Psyduck and Ducklet, definitely nothing like Quaxly.
Here we are.
So,
Huge shout out to the creators of Flamingo, or Flamigo.
Flamigo, yeah.
Flamigo.
That's one of the lesser ones, I'd say.
It makes Klefki look really kind of brilliant.
It's just a flamingo. Like, give it like at least one wacky color. Or like big all anime eyes or something.
But they didn't.
I wonder how many people worked on the design, because the designs are very varied.
Yeah, you could tell. And some of them don't look like normal Pokemon.
I have found my least favorite Pokemon
like
design
Tinkatunk
ever.
Or Tinkatink.
Yeah, Tinkatink, Tinkaton, Tinkatunk. I think they're pretty cute.
Tinkatink,
Ton.
No.
Like a ton of bricks.
Ton is the last one. Tinkatuff?
Maybe.
Anyways, that one does not look like a Pokemon.
It kind of does.
It's a cool Pokemon, though.
Yeah, some of them... It's like there is one that I really hate. It is my least favorite Pokemon design of all time. Have you seen the vacuum or the engine? Varoom? Have you seen this one yet?
Yeah, that's the thing that you have to fight Team Star against.
Yeah, it's that. It also has its pre-evolution. Hate it.
There's a pre-evolution?
I hate it. It is so
I saw it
stupid.
typing today.
Because
I was arguing with my coworker, and he's like, no, it's real. You can find them. They're just smaller. It's still poison.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why? Why?
Because it's specifically designed to kill fairies.
I also love that the secret legendaries, the ones that you have to go out and find, have Chinese names.
Yes, in the Spain-inspired region.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me a little bit of Unova, which is, it's the America region. And then it's like, yes, the wild zebras of America roaming the cities. We're notorious for having just,
Zebras?
Zebras.
No, I can't even think of a funny joke. It makes no sense why they would do this.
It's weird because they went so ham with Britain. I do still like the Pokedex a lot for Scarlet and Violet, for the Paldea region. The ones that are really good are really, really good. It's just those dumb ones, like Flamigo and Varoom, really, really dumb.
I love that new Pikachu clone that they made.
I do too. It's refreshing.
Palmy
and the Pommel.
And Palmot. The Palmies, they're tiny and they're cute, and if you find a shiny one, it becomes pink, and it just makes you want to even love it more.
You just smooth your face all up into that.
And it's so tiny, you're like, just jump on my shoulder, dude. I can carry you.
Mm-hmm.
I can carry you.
I really like that it evolves. I also like that it's fighting type.
Yeah, electric fighting type.
That's cool. That's really unique.
Dude's a fighter, and I love him.
Yeah.
I have a girl, but I love her. She's Tinka tough.
Yeah.
And Pommy or Pomo.
Yeah.
Are my clutch.
Yeah.
Because when I'm like, I don't think this weird grassy cat thing pretending to be Zorro is gonna actually pull off the trick. So let's send out these other ones, and man, they just mess you up, and I love them.
I have a full team of 6. I love them all. They are the best. A lot of dogs. I have all the dogs.
There's a lot of dogs in this game.
I love all of them. All the plot lines are also really good. Because...
No, Star sucks.
Stars, it's interesting.
Star sucks.
They're more fun to fight than it is to see what the plot
I love the Titan. Going out and taking down the Titans and finding the Herba Mystica.
Yes. I expected this to be the worst one. The Titan stuff.
And it's, like, probably one of the saddest stories.
Already. And usually they save the sad shit for, like, post-game. Like, I don't remember her name, but the lady with her Whismer at the end of the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire remakes. Did you ever make it that far?
I don't remember.
She's, like, obsessed with finding Rayquaza because she wants to capture it to, like, go back in time or something like that. Because her daughter died, and all she has left is her daughter's Whismer. And that's why she carries this Whismer around with her everywhere. And it's like, what the hell? What the fuck?
Pokemon gets dark.
When they want to, they sure can.
Get dark, get dark. Okay, that's all I can say. Love this game. Hate the glitches. There's some scary stuff happening in there with the glitches.
Have you had any crazy glitches happen?
No, after you told me that the game crashed on you,
yeah,
and I was reading about it, and then you're like, yeah, the game crashed on me. I've been like, save.
Yeah, finally.
Talk to a person. Hey, I think there's Pokemon over there. Save.
Fortunately, it auto-saves constantly.
I don't care. Dude, at one point, it was auto-saving, and I was saving manually. Yeah. I was like, I don't care. We are going to make sure this doesn't go away.
You know when a game auto-saves constantly? It's because it knows it's going to crash. Because
it's a massive game.
It is, but also they needed more time on it. They rushed it, like, clearly. But that's also not anything new for Pokemon. So they've been this way, like, Sword and Shield chugged. Oh my god. Sun and Moon ran like ass.
So I hate Sword and Moon. I hate Gen 7. I realized while playing this game, I was thinking about the naming conventions of Pokemon games, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, Sword and Moon had sequels.
Sun and Moon.
Sorry. Sun and Moon had sequels, and they're called Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, because they have Ultra Beasts. And then I slapped myself in the face, and I was like, you moron. How did you not figure that out?
Mm-hmm.
This game, Scarlet and Violet,
yes,
is very much the combination of Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a baby. He's making noises.
Little Aegon's back.
Hey, man. Hi.
After this podcast done, I'm snuggling that guy.
Hell yes. Diving myself face first into his little puppy tummy.
Oh, so cute. Anyways, and everything that was good and bad of Sword and Shield, and the open world playness, along with the customability, the RPG elements of
Legends Arceus. Which I feel like it's better than Legends Arceus. There's just so many Pokemon to catch, which is the most impressive thing.
Yes.
Because with Legends Arceus, it's like, oh yeah, I run off, there's a Pokemon to catch. After a while, you catch them all, and you get bored.
My biggest problem is Tauros.
The Tauros, they were
too aggressive.
They were neat at first, very annoying now.
I was told that if I keep heading northwest, on the island, I'll run into these like barracuda-esque monsters or something like that. Anyways, apparently once you see one and it sees you, it just jet streams straight at you and you can't dodge it. It just comes right back.
Great. There is
some. Like, oh, that's not annoying.
There is some fun things. Like, I was in the middle of a storm. Like, it was, like, raining. And then I was so confused. All the Hoppip, because they don't weigh anything, canonically, they're just being blasted off into oblivion as the storm takes them.
I think it's cute.
There's another thing. There's electrodes. And they roll around. If they see you, they'll start flashing. And then they just explode, and then they're gone. They're not there anymore.
So it's not self-destructing.
It's not like a body's left behind. It's just nothing.
I was curious about Hisuian forms in this game.
Not many, surprisingly.
There shouldn't be any.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking Paldean. There's not many Paldean forms.
Hisuian forms are actually in the game files. Yeah. So they will show up at some point, which I'm assuming is the DLC. There will be a major piece of DLC for each game respectively.
Yep, they're already planning it. They plan this shit way in advance. They make a game, and then they decide which section to cut off to make as DLC later.
I don't know if they did that with this one.
I don't know. There's a lot going on.
Because the center of Paldea is the Crater site. Mm-hmm. And that's where you're going to find all these Paradox Pokemon.
Yeah.
That might be where the DLC also takes place. But...
Probably.
Maybe not.
I feel like it's going to be post-game. Probably.
I've had fun fighting my Titans.
I've liked the designs of all of the characters. My favorite so far, this is such a funny little, like... extra element to me. This cracks me up. There's this pastry chef woman, and she talks about, like, you know, being a pastry chef and baking, and her specialty is bug type. Bugs in the kitchen. That cracked me up when I thought about it.
Did she say to make your own pie crust, or is it okay to buy it from the store? Because I was really confused. I was like, hold on, excuse me, ma'am.
She says you can buy it from the store, and as she pops open her Pillsbury, like 7 cockroaches crawl out from underneath her pan.
Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, you got a shiny.
I did. I randomly found it. It's a Rockruff.
Hell yeah.
A little blue boy.
Yep.
I don't know what to do with it, so I just released it. Just kidding. No, I kept it. I was like, you're shiny and I'm going to enslave you forever. And left it in a box. I will come back to it at some point.
Nice. Because
that's what you do with Pokemon.
Cool.
You befriend them.
You show them into a box.
You force them into confined spaces. Mm-hmm. Don't care if you're claustrophobic. And then when you need them, you force them to battle. Yeah. Dogfighting.
Hell yes. Or you can make a picnic.
Oh, I haven't done that yet.
I did it. I made a shit sandwich. Listen to this, guys. All right, so big old bun, like a brioche bun. I buttered one of the sides. Not both, just one side got butter. And then 3 slices of ham. And that was it. That was my top tier sandwich that I shared with my team. And all of them just sat there and went, the fuck?
That's sad.
I had no ingredients. I didn't know what I was doing.
So right now, how do you feel about Pokemon?
Flawed.
Mm-hmm.
Without a doubt. Probably the thing that pisses me off the most is the fact that all of the stores are separated.
Yep.
Like, if you want to buy sandwich ingredients, there's 17 different stores to go to, which is realistic, but annoying.
Yep.
Same with clothing items. Beyond that, fucking super fun. This has been the most fun I've had with Pokemon in a long time. There's so much to do, and this is the most fun I've ever had trying to catch them all. What about you?
I like it. I'm a little concerned about all the glitches. Also, there is a hard curve to understanding the game.
Mm-hmm.
There are points where it's like, oh, I'll use Astonish, and you're like, wow, that's so amazing. But then it's just like I'll use Confuse Ray and then Hypnosis or just a status affecting thing. And it's just constantly one after the other. And you're like, stop it.
It is a lot, but it's kind of neat. It's more than just do your strongest move. Do your strongest move and just see which one. It's like basically rolling dice and seeing who rolled to the higher number, you know?
Yeah. I brought this up to my coworker, and I talked to you about this yesterday. I want to see a 4-way match between Megas, Gigantamaxing,
yes,
Z moves, and Terrestrializing, which is new to this generation.
Yes.
And we both agreed that Megas would destroy everything.
Perhaps.
Z-Move has one shot.
Yeah.
Dynamaxing, Gigantamaxing has 3 turns.
Yes.
And Terrestrializing and Mega would probably have a moment of being neck and neck.
But a Mega would.
But a Mega is ultimately, you just raise up all the stats.
Terrestrializing is just as dumb as I expected it to be. It has done nothing. Every terrestrialized Pokemon I have encountered, I killed within the first 2 moves. So... Or I knocked it down to low enough HP where I could catch it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dumb. And I don't do it in battle. Sometimes I think about it. One time I attempted it, but I was wrong about what typing my terrestrialization would be. And that ended up fucking me over. So I was like, well, I'm not going to do that ever again.
Anything else?
About the game?
Or Coffee Break itself?
God, Pokemon's really good. I spent all day just wanting to play it.
Me too.
I'm excited, like, thinking, like, years from now, like, maybe, like, 15, 20 years from now, when people who are, like, maybe 6 years old or something are making their own videos on YouTube or whatever the hell it's going to be, and I'm excited to see, like, them talking about, you know what's tough? Malva from Team Star. That was a tough battle. The same way, maybe not the exact same way we talk about Whitney with her Miltank, but... It is a tough game. It's not all easy to breeze through, and I appreciate that. I really like it.
It will challenge you. Mm-hmm. As for me, I want to say Happy Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, enjoy your Thursday off.
Woo!
If you're in retail, I really feel sorry for you.
I'm sorry. If you can do it, avoid going out on Wednesday and Thursday.
And Friday.
And Friday.
Well, you can go out Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon is just a great time to be out.
Maybe.
Oh no, they already tuckered themselves out.
We'll see. But yeah, do all your grocery shopping tomorrow, or today, if you're watching this on Tuesday. Do not go into the stores Wednesday or Thursday.
Yep.
And if you go into the fucking grocery store on Thanksgiving Day...
Battle.
Do not walk up to your cashier and go... Wow, I'm amazed you're open today. Because you know what they think? Yeah, I'm open because of fuckheads like you who are in the store right now.
Now I'm just going to have to say it to everyone.
No.
Just go to the gas station. I don't need gas. I just want to say, wow. Wow.
Wow, thanks for being open right now. As if that cashier had any fucking say in their schedule.
And they don't. So... Thank you for listening.
Yep. Play some Pokemon. Have some fun.
Have fun. Eat some good food. Christmas is on its way. Thank God it's here. It's so soon, but yet so near.
Hell yeah.
Whew. Okay. That was me high-fiving myself.
Nice.
Thank you for listening.
Yep. Thanks for coffee break. Bye.
Bye.